Imagine coming home after a long, stressful day. Your phone has been buzzing nonstop. Your mind feels overwhelmed. Your schedule is packed. And then you walk into a room that is completely calm. No clutter, no distractions, no unnecessary noise. Just space. Just peace. This feeling is one reason why Japanese minimalism has fascinated people around the world. But here's something many people misunderstand. Japanese minimalism is not about owning nothing. It's not about living in an empty white box. And it's definitely not about throwing away everything you own. In reality, Japanese minimalism is about something much deeper. It's about creating space for what truly matters. And once you understand the philosophy behind it, you'll realize that Japanese minimalism is less about your home and more about your mind. Today, let's explore Japanese minimalism explained simply. Modern life constantly encourages us to accumulate more. More clothes, more gadgets, more subscriptions, more decorations, more responsibilities, more distractions. We are often told that happiness is waiting in the next purchase. But something strange happens. The more things we collect, the more overwhelmed many people become. Every item requires attention. Every possession occupies mental space. And over time, clutter can quietly create stress. Many people don't realize it, but clutter isn't only physical. It's psychological. A crowded environment often creates a crowded mind. This is one reason Japanese minimalism feels so refreshing. It moves in the opposite direction. One important concept behind Japanese minimalism is understanding the idea of enough. Modern culture often asks, what else can I get? Japanese minimalism asks, what do I actually need? This small shift changes everything. Instead of constantly chasing more, people begin appreciating what already exists. The goal isn't deprivation. The goal is intention. Every object should have a purpose. Every possession should earn its place. When people become intentional about what they own, their lives often become simpler and calmer. Many people notice something interesting when visiting Japan. Japanese homes often feel peaceful. Even small apartments can feel spacious. Why? Because space itself is valued. In many minimalist Japanese interiors, empty space is not considered wasted space. It is considered important. Space allows the eyes to rest. Space allows the mind to relax. Space creates breathing room. Traditional Japanese design often emphasizes simplicity, natural materials, balance, harmony. The result is an environment that feels calm rather than overwhelming. And that calmness affects emotions more than most people realize. Scientists have found that clutter can increase stress and mental fatigue. When the brain constantly processes visual information, it uses energy. Every pile of clothes, every crowded shelf, every unfinished mess, all of it quietly demands attention. Japanese minimalism reduces this mental burden. When fewer things compete for attention, focus becomes easier. Many people discover that removing clutter creates an unexpected emotional benefit. They feel lighter, more relaxed, more present. It's not because they own less, it's because they worry less. One common misconception is that minimalism means getting rid of everything. But Japanese minimalism focuses on value. The question becomes, does this improve my life? A meaningful photograph might stay. A favorite book might stay. A useful tool might stay. Minimalism is not about counting possessions. It's about understanding their purpose. The goal is not emptiness. The goal is clarity. When every object has meaning, people often appreciate their belongings more, not less. Japanese culture has long appreciated simplicity. You can see it in gardens, tea ceremonies, architecture, art, traditional homes. There is a belief that beauty doesn't always require complexity. Sometimes, less reveals more. A single flower can be beautiful. A simple room can feel elegant. A quiet moment can feel meaningful. This perspective encourages people to slow down and notice things they might otherwise ignore. Minimalism becomes a way of paying attention. An interesting side effect of Japanese minimalism is financial freedom. When people stop buying things impulsively, they often save significant amounts of money. Many purchases are emotional. People buy because they're bored, stressed, lonely, or influenced by advertising. Japanese minimalism encourages intentional spending. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" people ask, "Do I truly need this?" Over time, this mindset reduces unnecessary spending, and fewer unnecessary purchases often lead to greater financial stability. Every possession requires something: time, attention, maintenance, storage. The more things people own, the more responsibilities they often carry. Japanese minimalism seeks freedom through simplicity. When there is less to manage, people gain more time, more energy, more flexibility, more peace. Instead of spending weekends organizing clutter, they can focus on experiences, relationships, health, learning, and personal growth. This is why many minimalists describe simplicity as freedom. Perhaps the most important lesson of Japanese minimalism has nothing to do with physical objects. It's about mindset. Many people spend their lives chasing more success, more recognition, more possessions, more status. But Japanese minimalism asks a powerful question. What if enough already exists? This doesn't mean giving up ambition. It means learning contentment, learning gratitude, learning to appreciate what is already present. And often, that shift creates greater happiness than acquiring something new. The world today feels increasingly noisy. More information, more distractions, more pressure. Japanese minimalism offers a different path, not through extreme sacrifice, but through intentional living. By removing what doesn't matter, people can focus more clearly on what does. The goal isn't to own less for the sake of owning less. The goal is to create space. Space for peace. Space for purpose. Space for life. So, what is Japanese minimalism? Simply put, it's the art of making room for what matters. Not by chasing perfection, not by throwing everything away, but by living with intention, owning what serves you, removing what doesn't, and creating an environment that supports peace instead of stress. Because sometimes the secret to having more happiness is not adding more things. It's needing fewer things. And perhaps that is why Japanese minimalism continues to inspire millions of people around the world. Not because it's about less, but because it's about making space for what truly matters.